Okay, so this is probably, hold on just a second. The third time I have maybe 4 tries to get this video right, so hopefully this time is good. Hi, I'm Carrie Lynn, and I am doing this 7-day smoothie challenge, and I'm really excited to show you guys all our tricks and tips we've learned. I'm just going to get right started in here. I have a classic recipe that Jared and I like to use that's cheap and tastes great, and it's called the Classic, and it will be on one of the menu items. One of the menu recipes for our 7-day smoothie challenge is called the Classic. We just started out, we wanted to make this as economical as possible for us to get more healthy drinks in, and plus we love smoothies. So we wanted to do it the right way with some greens so we weren't getting too much sugar and getting the right nutrients we needed. So we started with apples, oranges, strawberries, and bananas. And you have to have bananas. Pretty much every smoothie has bananas. That's your sugar. That's the sweetness for your smoothie. So you have to use ripe bananas. Do not use bananas that are still green. They will not taste good. Your smoothie will be gross. So make sure you get the ripe ones. Our Macy's here has like a ripe pile that are actually discount price, like 10 cents cheaper a pound. So I like to get those for smoothies, or just leave them on the counter in the sunny place for a day. Let them get just a little brown. And so that you have a lot of sweetness. That's where it comes from, and that's really important. And then we would chop up our stuff and make baggies. We would chop up 7 or 8 bananas, 7 or 8 apples, 14 clementines, or 7 oranges, and we'd peel them and cut them in half, and then about half a cup of strawberries per bag, and we'd make 14 at a time, so we'd have 2 weeks of smoothies, and 1 bag would make 2 smoothies. We'd also get a big bag of spinach, or they now have this organic greens superfood that has spinach, chard, and kale, and they're all baby ones, so they have a mild flavor. This is some full-on kale, and it does have a stronger flavor than the baby ones. They call it baby, I don't know. They're smaller and they just have a very light flavor, so they're a good place to start. Or just plain spinach is a good place to start because it doesn't really add any flavor or texture, really. It's perfect. To get started, and then I was going to tell you, for the recipes for this week, I have 7 different recipes for every day. So doing this way, where I put everything in, it makes the same smoothie every day. So if you get tired easily of the same every day, you might want to just put frozen apples in 1 bag, frozen strawberries in 1 bag, frozen bananas in 1 bag, and keep it separate so you can kind of mix up your fruits every day and make something different. I also like to add in things. I like to add in flaked coconut for texture because it's actually important to chew your smoothie. I know it sounds weird, but you're eating a lot of vegetables and fruits that your stomach is used to having it chewed up. So even though it's pretty much already small enough to drink, you need to chew to get the saliva activated that breaks down those in your stomach, which helps you absorb the nutrients. So it's very important to actually chew. So adding some little texture to it, even like coconut actually adds good fats to it too. Healthy fats also help you absorb the nutrients from the smoothie better. So adding coconut flakes, these are unsweetened, I love them. You could do oatmeal to make it more filling for you, like 1/4 cup per serving. So if you're making 2, you could do 1/2 cup. You can even melt a teaspoon of coconut oil and just put that in for some extra fats. Almond butter is probably my favorite. I could put this in almost any smoothie I eat. It tastes great. You could soak whole almonds overnight or for a little bit to kind of soften them. Add those in. That is really yummy. Vanilla is a good add-in. Just add some extra flavor if you're used to those sweet flavored Jamba Juice smoothies that are delicious. It kind of gives it a little more sweet flavor. And coconut milk. I like to stir it up so it's all incorporated, the cream and the liquid, and then use a couple tablespoons of that. Add some good coconut flavor and some good fats. So now that we've talked about that, and pretty much anything you can think of that's healthy that you would like, avocado makes it creamy. and has healthy fats. So there's a lot of things out there where you could look up and find some yummy ways to make your smoothie a little different every day. So let's get into making them. Nash, my 1-year-old is helping me. Don't touch that. I do the greens first. Pour those babies in. You can use water, you can use almond milk, and you can use dairy milk if that works for you. I actually think it adds too much creaminess for me, and it kind of takes away from the flavor of the fruit. So I recommend water or almond juice, or almond milk. I think they taste better, but it's totally up to you. Stick these in. They're kind of frozen, so they kind of crunch down in there. Add in about a cup of liquid and throw my lid on. I use a Ninja. I really like this. It's easy, really easy to use. Okay, now my greens are nice and small, chopped up. Throw in my frozen fruit. I could probably actually throw in another cup of greens, but since this is like my 4th video of making smoothies, I have run out of my greens in the frozen baggies. So when you do yours, adding even 3 big handfuls is totally good and healthy. And so wait, once my fruit's in there, I also need to add another cup of liquid. Mama, I might have to get another one out of those. Start mixing. Oh, thank you. Let me grab one more thing of milk. You know when you've got enough liquid because the whole thing starts spinning. You can tell when there's chunks. So add a little more of that. I kind of like to be able to drink mine, not too thick, not too thin either. So when everything's spinning, you know it's working. It's mixing up. I'm going to do it just a little bit longer. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to throw in some almond butter because it's my favorite, and this is for me. And since I have to drink this whole thing, because Jared already left for work, I'm going to make it delicious. And I also like the coconut flakes in mine. Perfect. This is what a homemade green smoothie will look like when you're all done. And this is enough for 2 people to have a nice big smoothie, or 1 person to gorge themselves on a whole thing, since this is my 4th million try to get this video done. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned some good things from this video, and I'm going to be posting some recipes, shopping lists, and any other tips and tricks that I forgot to tell you in this video will be coming up on our group page. So stay tuned and follow along.